Yep, it's me. I'm back. In effect. Sorry, let me adjust some shit here. A little dim in this motherfucker. I don't know what to tell you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've watched wrestling for a little bit now. Been a bit bored with what I've seen, and I've kind of lost my mojo for making these videos, which is probably why you haven't seen a video from me for about 3 weeks now. I'm back on it. So here's my Raw review. I believe it was from Tennessee. Raw was pretty much the same shit I've seen for the last 3 weeks that caused me to lose my mojo making these videos. There's always a lull after WrestleMania, and it doesn't stop until perhaps Money in the Bank starts. And going to places like Tennessee where the crowd is just dead, it doesn't particularly help matters, but yeah, they did the best of what they could do. I've got a lot of subject matters to talk about with wrestling in terms of why I've lost my mojo in terms of making these videos and sort of the subjects that have made me do that. So over the course of the next week or so, you will start to see my mindset in terms of the reason why I've stopped making these videos. However, this was the go home show for Payback, so let's focus on Raw. The Authority kicked off the show, basically talking about Daniel Bryan and the Shield. Stephanie mainly focusing on the fact that, you know, Daniel Bryan needs to do the right thing and give up his titles because, you know, he's been injured. He only had surgery last week on his neck, so the point of that was, you know, to just kind of force home that fact, really. I think Kane attacked somebody. Came out and attacked somebody. I can't remember who it was. Oh, they fired Brad Maddox because Brad Maddox allowed the Shield to commentate last week, and consequently the Shield attacked Evolution. So they fired Brad Maddox. I figured it was going to happen. They stopped really showing Brad Maddox a lot. I hope to see him in more of an in-ring capacity. I always liked Maddox. I'm a bit disappointed that they got rid of him in that role. I actually thought he was quite good in the little parts that they featured him. So I'm hoping to see more of him. It was what it was. RVD and Cesaro had a match in the 2 #1 contenders for the US title and the Intercontinental title. It was what it was. It was really a vehicle for Sheamus to come out and bro kick the fuck out of Cesaro. Whatever. And for my man Bad News Barrett to come out and start interfering with RVD. Good stuff. Hypes up the matches for Payback. No complaints there. They're at least attempting to give us some sort of mid-card feud. Nice little backstage segment with Cody Rhodes and Goldust and Evolution. Basically Cody calling RKO RK Blows and Batista Skinny Jeans Sellout, which was all good. Good stuff. Match was set up between the two teams. So Randy Orton and Batista versus Goldust and Cody, with Triple H adding that it won't be a normal match. Looks like 3MB have this ongoing feud with Los Moradores and this little El Torito motherfucker. El Torito beat Heath Slater. No, not Heath Slater. Well, he beat Heath Slater on SmackDown apparently, but I think he beat a Scottish motherfucker. I've forgotten his name, but he beat him anyway. But then proceeded to get beat down afterwards. So stuff, whatever. Wyatt family had a good segment. You know, basically talking about, probably segment of the night actually, talking, surprise, surprise, it involved Bray Wyatt, basically came out and was just cutting a really good promo, and then eventually it turned on to King, and they brought King into the ring. But in doing so, even JBL got his ass whooped for it, because what happens is they try to invite King up, and JBL did that thing that King used to do when King was a heel commentator. Like, JBL tried to stand up for King, and then they gave him like almost like a clothesline from hell, which is a sense of irony. That was hit on JBL out on the outside of the ring, and then they were about to give the Sister Abigail to King, because basically it said that how King loves to hype up John Cena, which is so fucking true. I'm glad somebody called him out on it. And how he loves to kiss his ass and all this shit. About to give him the Sister Abigail, and John Cena, being super fucking Cena, came out, tried to beat him down. He eventually started getting beaten down, and then Usos came out for the save. Was what it was. More hyping for the Payback pay-per-view. And I'll tell you what, this is one of the main reasons that I lost my mojo. It's just knowing that the inevitable is going to happen. If anyone believes that John Cena is going to lose a last man standing match to Bray Wyatt, they're fucking smoking. Everybody knows this is exactly what should happen, but it won't happen. It just won't happen. Cena's winning it, and that is the one thing that's preventing me from watching it, because I don't want to watch that shit. But I have a feeling it's going to happen. But yeah, Cena shining at the end as usual. Then so no fucking better. Zack Ryder came out with a microphone. I was like, this motherfucker have a segment. And then he started talking about Memorial Day. I was like, oh, okay, you're about to be fed to someone. Lo and behold, Rusev comes out with that Lana bitch. Oh my days. Every time I see her, I just want to beat her senseless. You know. Oh, gosh. Oh. Anyway, so she came out talking her usual Vladimir Putin shit. Then Rusev came out, proceeded to whoop the shit out of Ryder, and then Big E came out for the save. Actually got the upper hand on Rusev. It's a shame that they seem to be feeding Big E to Rusev. No, they gave up on Big E real quick. Surprise, surprise, they gave up on a black guy real quick in WWE. Because you know that's what's going to happen. I know that's what's going to happen. But it is what it is. It's a feud, and it's a somewhat intriguing feud. So let's see where it goes. But I can't see Rusev losing his first pay-per-view match. No, well technically it isn't his first. It's the second. But they're trying to build him, so there's no way Big E's winning now. Then Skinny Jeans Sellout and RK Blows versus the Brotherhood. They basically RKO'd Cody in pretty quick fashion, and then it was later revealed that it would be it was actually an elimination match, and it would be an elimination no DQ match with Batista and Orton versus now Goldust. So obviously they proceeded to whoop the shit out of Goldust, and it was what it was. JBL then returned from his beatdown from the Wyatts to commentate on Bo Dallas's Raw debut, because he made his SmackDown debut on Friday. I'm guessing he's some sort of tweener, or some sort of patronizing heel, or I don't know. I don't know what to make of him so far. But you know, was what it was. Beat Sin Cara in pretty quick fashion. Was what it was. Steph and Brian had their segment. Obviously Steph asked him to give up the championship. Brian basically gave a very long-winded no, and then Steph said, right, cool, well, don't think I forgot about your wife pushing me and putting her hands on me. In no walks of life are you supposed to touch the boss, so unless you give up your title at Payback, I'm going to fire your wife. So, painting them into a bit of a corner there. And then in a new repackaged Alicia Fox faced Emma. She lost to Emma. But then, in probably the weirdest Divas I've seen in a while, she proceeded to go on the outside of the ring, take 2 cans of soda, talking a lot of smack to the crowd, and I don't know, it was really batshit fucking, but not batshit crazy like AJ, like just the lift doesn't go all the way to the top floor type crazy. It was weird. I was like, okay. All the while getting a bit of a boner because I think Alicia Fox is fine. So I was just like, alright, cool. They're giving us something. And although Alicia Fox lost, so in theory you're saying, well, where's the momentum? She's got the momentum in a different sort of way, in the fact that they're giving her layers to her character, and that's all good in my opinion, and it makes the match on Sunday a little bit more intriguing than just a normal throwaway Divas match. So I mean, I still expect Paige to win, but it's a different sort of feud. So I'm all for this Alicia Fox push, I guess, even though she's still losing. But yeah, why not? And then David Crockett, basically Damien Sandow in his hometown, pretending to do some shit. I don't know. Basically faced Adam Rose. Adam Rose's in-ring debut. Decent match. Adam Rose won, even though Adam Rose was distracted by Swagger. Swagger came into the ring, started beating down Rose. When Rose came back, got the upper hand on Swagger. You know, usual baby-faced, too strong booking 101 here. I don't know why they couldn't just have Swagger just beat him down. Don't get me wrong, I don't like Swagger. Beat him down so it sets up their match on Sunday to be a little bit more intriguing. I don't know. Sheamus versus Del Rio. I fast forward all of Sheamus's matches. I only stopped it when Paul Heyman started talking, basically distracting him long enough for Cesaro to come in and beat the shit out of Sheamus. So I guess they're still sticking with this heel Cesaro. Cool, no problem. I think it does make it harder to flip him heel if they are going down the Cesaro Brock route. I was like called a while ago, and I still think they will do that. But I don't know. I think it's a weird thing to fight the grain with Cesaro, and he's almost somehow lost the momentum that he built at WrestleMania, in my opinion. Just one of the reasons I've lost my mojo a little bit with this video making log, but I'll talk about that in the next coming weeks. And then Shield versus Evolution contract signing. They signed the contract, they did the fight. Evolution beat them down. They put Reigns through a table. It was what it was. You will get my thoughts on Payback. I'll do a little preview. I am watching the Carl Froch George Groves match. You might get a preview on that. It's about time I start doing other videos. You will get a couple of movie reviews. I've seen 3 decent ones since I last saw you. Bad Neighbors, Spider-Man 2, or Amazing Spider-Man 2, and yesterday's one, which was X-Men, the new X-Men film. I also watched Godzilla. Don't really want to talk about it because it was shit. So I'm not going to talk about that. But yeah, was what it was. Stay tuned. I promise I'll make more videos, YouTube allowing me to do so. And take care. Peace.